A quick word on on uh, on one of the artists I've always admired, Jim Morrison. He said a lot of troubling things when he was in character. He was in character as some kind of a psychotic. Uh, yeah, he was. He said something that was completely psychotic while he was in character. So he was a troublemaker, Jim Morrison, but he was also um, a great musician. And oh gosh, I just have to believe that Jim Morrison was never as horrible as some of the characters that he would portray in his songs. One of the great songs of Jim Morrison is singing about his grandfather was a sailor, and then that's when he uttered the most terrible lyrics in any rock song. And I know that's not his character, but it's just really unfortunate. So anyway, I guess he faked his death. He left a bunch of songs, but you have to you would have to hear from Jim Morrison himself to explain why he said such a terrible thing in that song. And I would imagine that there was some hidden meaning, but he wasn't told about when people can't understand you, there's an absolute value to the things you say. And that means people, when they hear it and they don't have the context, they can be put off by something horrible. And if they didn't know the context that you were saying, oh, I was in character pretending to be a bad guy, a whaler, and whalers are such horrible people that I was expressing how horrible a whaler is, that he would probably also murder a little girl. A terrible idea. Now, there could be somebody who's a whaler who certainly would not murder a little girl. And it's terrible that they're killing whales, but sometimes, well, in history, people needed to eat and they needed to have oil for the lamps, and they also used whale oil for machine oil. So anyway, that's all for this video.